This is the Matador News Network. My name is Zach Feffer, and tonight I had a special opportunity. I was able to sit down with McKenzie Scholarship applicant Zachary Feffer and discuss a few questions about what he's thinking right now during this process. So let's get right into it. I'm here with Zach. Zach, why don't you tell us a little bit how you're going to fund the study abroad program here? Well, that's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Thankfully, my parents are generous enough to help me out with a little bit of the funding for this trip, but I'm also heavily relying on scholarship money. Also, I've been saving money from a few of my past jobs. All throughout high school, I was able to save some money from my tips because I worked at a fish restaurant. And I currently work as a community advisor at Texas Tech University. And you know what, let me show you a little bit what that's like. I'm a community advisor here at Texas Tech University at Talkington Hall. I've been a community advisor here since spring of 2019. I love what I do because I get to help students achieve their maximum potential here on campus. Hey Justice, how you doing today?
Hey Zach, yeah, I'm feeling kind of down, don't feel too great.
Do you need any help getting to the Student Wellness Center?
Actually, yeah man, where's that at?
So if you go down that way, it's over by the Rawls College of Business and Carpenter Wells complex. They should be able to help you out there.
Awesome, thanks man.
Yeah, feel better.
Thank you.
Like I said, I love what I get to do here as a community advisor because I get paid to help students in their everyday life and really make a big impact on campus. Very interesting, Zach. Thank you for that special look into what you do for a living. How do you think studying abroad will impact your career goals? That's a great question. I'm so glad you asked that one as well. So in this era, diversity is ever growing in the workplace. And so studying abroad is definitely going to expose me to a new culture, new people, and that's something I've always been fascinated in, is learning about where people come from, what their story is. And it's also going to help me work on the soft skills, like being able to step up to the plate in uncomfortable situations. That's increasingly important in today's workplace. And then I'm also going to be able to deal with maybe conflict management, conflict resolution. If I'm out and about and something happens, there might be like a language barrier problem. And so I really think this trip is going to help me hit all aspects of those soft skills and transferable skills for my career development. Very interesting, Zach. Thank you. So I guess what everybody kind of wants to know here is, how will you be able to give back if you receive this special opportunity? That's a great question, but let me do you one better. How would you, like another advocate for study abroad programs? I used to think that studying abroad was out of the question, could never do it, but once I found out about these scholarship opportunities, it opened a whole world of opportunity for me. If given this scholarship, I would most definitely give back by sharing my experience with other students and making sure that they know as well, hey, there's all these opportunities out there for you to be able to study abroad. Wow, that is incredibly powerful. Thank you for sharing that. What I want to ask next is, how are you going to make the most of your study abroad experience? Well, that's a really interesting question. I've actually always been fascinated by the stories of ancient Rome, the warriors that fought in the Colosseum, and the thought-provoking emperors that set worldwide precedent for law and order. So I've actually taken a few classes here at Texas Tech, my favorite being Ancient Sports and Spectacle. And that's where I learned about Marcus Aurelius here. I've read his work, Meditations, and honestly, it's really given me a lot to think about, and it's made my interest in ancient Rome even deeper. It's made me think more about it. Also, I've been a Catholic from all my life, and so the thought of visiting the Vatican, that's such a holy pilgrimage that I've always wanted to go on. So I really think that if I was able to go on this trip, I would make the most of it for sure. But I would leave with something that's more than just an experience, more than just a few pictures that I took. I would leave with lifelong memories and an impact on myself that I could then share with other people. Wow, that response blew me away. Thank you for sharing that, Zach. So I guess what we all want to know here is, what makes you stand out among the crowd of applicants that are applying for this scholarship? The truth is, I think that while every candidate brings something different to the table, what I bring is networking. I've always been about networking. As a community advisor here, I'm always responsible for somewhere around 60 to 80 students every semester. And so those are 60 to 80 personal connections that I get to make with these students. And I want to share everything I can with them, because if I can set them out on the right path to be successful, then that's my job. And so I want to take this experience that I've had studying abroad, which is made possible by your generous gift, and what I want to do is make sure that they know about it. And when I talk to other CAs from other buildings, I want their students to know about it. And so suddenly you have this web of this message that's being spread, and I want every student to know, hey, there's an opportunity for you out there that maybe you at first thought wasn't available. And so if I can make that message more clear to everybody, then I think that's what I want to get done. Well, Zach, we appreciate having you on our show here. Yeah, anytime. Thank you for having me. I hope you have a great day. To all of our viewers out there of the Matador News Network, I say thank you and good night.